Hey everyone, welcome back to another 1v1 tournament. This time it is a Tier 8 Tank Destroyer tournament. So this could be rather interesting, right? I'm going to bring the Su-101, which does not have a turret. It's a Tier 8 Russian Tank Destroyer. I almost call it a medium tank because it almost is like a medium tank. This thing, I don't have the massive gun on it. I have the smaller, faster firing, higher DPM gun on it, which is what I like to play it with. And we're going to see if we can win ourselves some gold with it. Now, the thing you should know about this one is, as you'll see here, it is a little bit quicker. It is pretty agile. All in all, I think it was a good choice for this. And let's take a look and find out. But anyways, I showed up this tournament 2 battles late, so I'm already at 2 losses over no victories. So that sucks. But we're going to see if we can pull it back, win ourselves some gold. Maybe, just maybe, if the people in first place lose a few battles, we can actually take back this first place position. But let's just wait and see. So first off, looks like they have brought a charioteer. And now, why would you bring a charioteer? Well, it's one of those TDs, the British TDs, that I feel like not a lot of people have played, including myself. So I can't pretend to know a lot about it. But what I do know about it is that it has a turret. I don't know if it turns all the way around. Maybe somebody can enlighten me about that in the comments below. But for the purpose of this game, I did assume that it did spin all the way around, just to make sure I don't get caught off guard. Alright, let's see what he can do. I don't know exactly what kind of damage his gun does. I presume it's going to take him 3 shots to kill me, but I think he has a slightly beefier gun than me, but not by much. So let's assume 3 shots to kill me, and we'll find out here when he shoots me the first time, I guess. Is he going to come around this corner? Is he going to let me have a free shot? And he is. Ooh, and he missed his. I'm quite thankful about that. Alright, as you can see, this gun, I forget the exact alpha. I should have looked this up again, because I should have been professional. What's my tank doing? Come on. It got weirdly stuck there when I went up on there. But I think the gun on this thing does 320, 340, 330, somewhere around there, alpha. And some of you are going to be, come on, Space, it's a gun of this caliber, it should do this much damage, you should know this by now. And I'm thinking, well, whatever. And here I am accidentally driving through the enemy's capsule without realizing it. Just alerting them that I'm still here, but not that it really matters, because I'm spotted a second later, and I messed that one up and put it into the dirt. I thought right here for sure, I just lost it. And there, he did 384 with 1 shot. I rammed him, did more damage to myself, which was stupid. That's something I need to keep an eye on in this tournament, because I'm not the best armored tank. I just tracked myself by ramming him now too. Good thing I have a kit. If he tracks me again, I could be in big trouble. I have pretty decent armor, but it's all based on angles. Ooh, and luckily I had that premium fire extinguisher. If that was a manual one, I wouldn't have likely put that out in time to survive. Alright, let's see what happens now. You'll notice I use auto-aim a lot, and that's because I want to worry more about moving my tank around, especially in the open, than I do having to shoot him. But when he's at point blank, it doesn't matter if he's moving or not. Chances of me hitting him with auto-aim are pretty good. Better than I'll probably have luck with trying to aim at the same time as maneuvering my tank. And that's what I know from experience. And I think right there he assumed my reload time was longer. He kind of came around the corner to poke at me, but he didn't come out quite far enough. And he hesitated a little bit, and I even hesitated there, but luckily he made the bigger mistake, and we managed to just get away with it. So just like that, we had our first victory. Now we're only down 2 losses to 1 victory because we showed up late to the stupid tournament, because I had real life things going on. I know, real life, boo. Alright, this guy brought a T-28 prototype. This is probably the tank that I was worried about people bringing, because it does have pretty good armor, but I tried that cheeky shot through the window, which could have made a big difference. But I did bring premium rounds, assuming that I was going to be facing at least 1 T-28 prototype. So, I should be able to punch through his frontal hull armor with these premium rounds. I guess we're about to test it out here. Let's see what happens. But one thing I do have an advantage of with him is that he is slow. He might have a turret, but he is slow. So I'm going to try to outmaneuver him. You'll see me do this a lot in this game. I like to go all the way around, come up behind the guys. I want to come up from the direction that they least expect. Now, knowing this, you could probably enter the next tournament, and if you happen to see me, which is unlikely but possible, then you will know, hey, this thing he just made me think he was going to do, he's probably not actually doing it. And maybe you catch me off guard like that, but if I do see in a tournament, well, good luck. May the best player win, I suppose. I'm up for the challenge. A lot of these guys you face, though, are pretty good, and they won't fall for those tricks. But at the same time, there are so many different places I could appear from that it's really hard to predict that. Alright, now I'm just trying to cautiously peek. I poke my corner around the front there, or I poke the front of my tank around that corner there, and I check to see if Sixth Sense would go off. I didn't have to actually spot him to know if he was there. If Sixth Sense went off, which means he spotted me, then I would know that he was there, even if I couldn't see him, and that would be enough to tell me, hey, don't peek around this corner anymore. I'm moving up very cautiously. I'm a little bit worried. Oh, there he is. And I have a heat round loaded, so I can't shoot through those obstacles, and I take a hit right there. It's going to take him 3 shots to kill me. Got to make this quick. He's almost reloaded already. I have a much quicker reload than him, which is really nice. Please miss. Please miss. Why isn't he firing? Okay, he fired. And that shot, I think that one hit his gun barrel. I was playing the game and I was like, wait, what? What happened? I thought I missed his gun barrel. And he's reloaded now. Why isn't he killing me? He could kill me. I should be dead. I'm not going to win this. Alright, turns out he had a damaged ammo rack. So that's why he didn't kill me there. Which was very lucky on my part. And I noticed there, after watching this replay back after the actual battle happened, that I was taking a lot of damage from accidentally ramming him there. If I wasn't careful, that really could have costed me the game. Now this time, we have a Sterling Meal to face. That's a very interesting choice. I'm going to load high explosive rounds because these things, although they have a 490 alpha gun, which can potentially kill me in 2 shots if he rolls high on either one, but although they have that big gun, they have very, very little armor, so I'm hoping that it'll be enough, a little amount enough, that I can penetrate him with high explosive rounds. Also, they don't have a turret, but they're also not very maneuverable. So let's see if I can use that against him. Alright, looks like he's not going to come around this corner. I'm trying to be patient. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Is he coming around that corner? He was last seen heading in that direction. Looks like not. I'm going to give up, and oh, well, there he is. There's a side. I have a high explosive round loaded, and it goes left into that little structure. And because it's a high explosive round, it doesn't penetrate that. Oh well. Alright, that was a great shot by you. I'm just going to come around the corner, snapshot an auto-aim shot into him. He's going to come back around this corner with still 5 seconds left as his reload. I don't know if he thought here that he could out-reload me or what, but I got a lucky fire and killed him, and even if he had managed to fire that last shot and kill me, I think that I would have been able to fire my next shot and finished him off even before he got back around the corner into safety, so I don't know what he was thinking there, but good try, buddy. Alright, next up we have another Charioteer. Looks like this is the most popular tank to bring in this tournament. It's definitely the tank I face the most of. Let's see if we can make quick work of him. Alright, this is the first game that we both come down the hill here into the city, and neither of us have spotted the other. So I'm going to move over here. I'm going to hope I can get into cover first, even though I took a bit of a longer route. And there he is. Looks like he was already here. I missed my shot, but he didn't shoot me in return, so that's okay. I'm just going to back up here, wait until I'm unspotted, and then run away. I wait until I'm unspotted because I don't want him to know what I'm doing. I want to make him wonder, am I still sitting there waiting for him to do something, or have I left? And the longer I can keep him doing that, the higher the chances are that I can get around behind him before he leaves the area and potentially catch him by surprise. And if I can get that one extra shot in by surprise, then that could definitely make the difference in this game. And what? I spotted him through all those buildings? There's weird gaps between those buildings. He didn't spot me either, but there's weird gaps between some of these buildings that you can spot things through. And, oh, the shot went low. That's very unfortunate. You got lucky there. Alright, we got spotted for that one for sure, as Sixth Sense says. What's he doing? He's moving around on that corner. He might be going back the way he just came, or he might be holding up at that corner. It's hard for me to say. But I'm going to try to be unpredictable again. I'm going to go back the way I just came from. I'm going to go all the way around. I'm going to hope that when I cross this center road up here to my left, that he doesn't spot me, and especially doesn't shoot me in the side. Alright, looks like he wasn't over there. He might be around this corner. We're going to approach this with caution. We're going to stop here very briefly and make sure we don't see him. Oh, there he is. We have a heat round loaded, so we can't shoot through that cover there in the cap circle. Alright, he's coming towards us. Is he going to hide behind this wreckage, knowing that I'm firing heat rounds and can't shoot through him? That would be smart. Okay, he tracked us. That's okay, we have a kit. If we get tracked again now, though, we have essentially lost. Alright. Oh, that one bounced. That's unfortunate. He hit us. I need to be careful with the ramming damage. He's going to kill us. He's only got 2 seconds left of his reload. This doesn't look good. And he whiffs it. He misses. He just threw that game. That was the closest game that I've had so far. That he should have won that. Now this is the last battle of the tournament, and what I'm about to explain I really hope makes sense. So, I have finally caught up. I am tied for first place right now, and the person I am tied in first place with is the person who beat me in the very first battle because I wasn't there, because I showed up late. So that means that if we actually tie in the end, he by default gets the first place prize and gives me the second place prize because he had beat me. That is how the tiebreakers work. So I really hope that makes sense, how I said that. But now we're facing Yellow Panther 2, and I'm worried about this guy because I don't know how much damage his gun does. I think it does more than mine. But his armor is actually known to be pretty good because of its high angles. In design, it's sort of a similar tank to me, to this one, to the SU-101. But so far we're already a shot up. And since I don't know exactly how much damage his gun does, well, we're going to find out here the hard way when we get shot, aren't we? And that's kind of a scary proposition. Spoiler. When he shoots me, he does, I think, a little over 400 damage. Not sure if the average damage is 390 or 420 or 400 or what, but we're going to find out just exactly how much punch his gun has. Alright, is he around this corner? Again, I'm trying to be sneaky. I love doing the sneaky tactics. It's definitely the best way to outskill your opponents in these 1v1s. And if you can outthink them, I should say not outskill, but outthink them, then that definitely makes it a lot easier for you. You cannot be predictable. I got spotted, but what? Where is he? Oh, that was weird. I must have peeked the front end of my tank around just far enough for him to spot it, but because the front end of my tank can't actually spot anything itself, I didn't spot him until I peeked around a second time. That's weird. Alright, we're going to leave now here. I'm going to get back to the side. We're going to try to be unpredictable. I'm worried he's coming up behind me, so I need to go quick, and okay, I spotted him through that weird angle. This map is really weird for spotting stuff. Just the perfect angle between buildings, and you spot things, and they often don't spot you back, which is odd. But okay, let's see if I can spot him through here, and maybe I can put a surprise shot into him. I don't see him. Oh, I was just about to give up, and he got respotted. But now he knows I'm here, right? No, he doesn't. Ooh, that was a cheeky shot right there. That was so sneaky. Now he's coming around. He's upset. Put that one into his side. I think he was hoping his armor would hold out. Ooh, his gun did 407 damage with that shot. I messed that up. This tank doesn't have very good gun depression. But I only need one more shot to kill him. He hit me hard, but that's okay. We finished him off. We used our superior reload time and some sneaky tactics to finally pull it together. And all in all, we did pretty good. So in the end, the first place player didn't end up losing their game. So they ended up tying with us with points, and because they won that first game before we showed up, they ended up getting the first place prize, putting me down to second place, which is alright. We still managed to take home 400 gold. That's not too bad for missing our first 2 battles. Anyways, that's it for this tournament. I hope to see you guys around for the next one, and as usual, I like to recommend that you sign up for your own. They have them as 1v1s to 15 versus 15s and all the way in between all the time, anywhere from tier 1 to tier 10, so there's definitely a chance for everybody of all skill levels and all experiences to show up and start your own tournament, win yourself some gold, pay off that monthly subscription fee if you could buy a premium account, or save it for your next premium tank, or whatever you want to do. Anyways, see you next time, guys. Good luck on the battlefield.